Hello friends and welcome to Shadowfax Games. We're going to try something a little different this time around. We're going to be playing a calm game and just try to relax and enjoy your time watching this video. Grab your favorite hot drink and let's jump into it. This is Strange Horticulture. Strange Horticulture is it's basically a puzzle game where you run a plant shop of all things. That plant shop may or may not come across weird magical and cultish things going on in the town. I have played it, but it's been a while, so I might remember some of the puzzles, but definitely not most of them. So let's get going. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There's much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1 Friday. Alright, so basically I'm running a plant shop. It's a rainy day, nice and calm. Can give the cat a bit of a pet. I'm going to inspect this. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering Bew. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear from me. We can go ahead and do that right away. Got a drawer here with a few loose tools, labels, archive. Nothing to worry about there. We've got a card here. Dangerous plant, grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backborough. Keep it secret. So I've got a clue to another plant. I've got a magnifying glass. I've got a random little tool here. And I can hit the bell to bring in the first customer. What's this? It's a card. I'm not sure what that's for. Like I said, I have played this game before, but it's been a while, so I probably don't remember a lot of it. Can move along my shelves of plants here. So I've got a decent amount of shelf space. Well, let's get going. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has gotten the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. So I need to give her St. John's poppy. Let me grab my book of plants. St. John's Poppy. Actually, let's go back to the contents. A note from the author. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. W.V. Alright, well, let's take a look at St. John's Poppy. St. John's Poppy, scientific name, Papaver velemity. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing. The flowers of St. John's Poppy are red with a yellow center. This could potentially be it. Just going to work my way along the shelves, see if I see any other red flowers with a yellow center. That seems to be the only one, so I'm going to do a closer inspection. The flowers are red with a sweet scent. It doesn't mention anything about the scent, but another thing is we can look at the sketch and see it has 5 petals, and this has 5 petals, so I think we're fairly safe here. Hang on, before I do anything else, I just want to check the options. I don't want to do auto-labeling because I want to, I want to handle the labeling myself. The auto-labeling can be useful, but I can make better notes myself if I do the labeling. So let's use this plant. St. John's Poppy. Rewards, book entry. Cavalium, Marsilea clavis. According to legend, clavalium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Alright, so I'm going to take my labels. I can inspect them. So I know this one is St. John's Poppy. Oh, I thought I entered it. Saint. I hit the wrong button. John's Poppy. And I can choose the color of the label as well. We'll stick with yellow for now. Alright, and I want to start sorting them as I label them. Yep, it's telling me there's an auto-label option, and I'm aware of that. I just want to be able to set my own labels, that's all. We also... I can grab my watering can. Water flowers. And watering them gives me the will to explore. And when I explore, I can go out to find clues or try to solve clues. there. Alright. So I could go exploring if I wanted. Let's check in with another customer. David Schaefer. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Amos Duncan. So we've got a clue of a bright flower in the woods to the south of the town in the northeast corner of the wood. So I've got a few clues I can actually follow up on. So let's do these in the order we got them. So first was this, I found it in an excerpt on the elusive wandering Bew. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest, Simone. How are you doing, Hellebore? Alright. I'm going to get my map out. So the library in Ambleside, I believe, is what I want to do. So I can travel to Ambleside. Am I not able to travel quite yet? Oh, here we go. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. So I've got 2 book entries. And there's also a sketch of the library in Ambleside. Gilded dendra. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to the dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Wandering Bew, so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful, flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning the plant the nickname Finger's Vein. Finger's Vein, so sometimes we have to watch carefully for nicknames like that. Alright, let's bring another customer in. This letter is solved, so I can put it in the archive. Gilbert Ames. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around down through Backborough. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Bennett from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Lemon dandy. Lemon dandy, or Citron crispus. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Maybe this one? The smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant. And so right there, curled leaves. So this is probably it. Let me just look through. Do we see anything else with curled leaves? Negative. So I am going to say this is lemon dandy. Lemon dandy. Collect. He did tell me what that was called, Bennett or something like that. So I should have paid a little more attention. But let's label our lemon dandy. Going to keep things in more or less alphabetical order. And this is the new plant. I forget what he called it. Yep, I've identified lemon dandy. Mary's breath. Maybe I don't have an entry for it yet. It was a pH something, right? Unless I'm misremembering. So I am going to label this as pH question mark. My will to explore is back up, so let me actually want to do a closer inspection. Pale yellow flowers, the leaves are quite soft. This is the second clue. Dangerous plant, grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Back Barrow. Barrow, keep it secret. Back Barrow. There's Whitbarrow. And more Terby, Sad Gold, The Daughters, Stone Circle, Kentmere, Kendall, Backbarrow. So that's the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Let's explore. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. Collect. New plant acquired. It's a dangerous plant, it says. Red fruit, long flat leaves. Let's label that up. I don't have a name, but danger. And let's throw a question mark in there to indicate I don't know what it's called. Actually, yeah, perfect. And this was the pH question mark. And I'm gonna set plants that I'm labeling but don't know what they are to blue. There we go. Alright, that can go into the archive. Let's help another customer out. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask. Next to her, a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest Camphor. Was it Camphor? Was that what the guy brought me? Chamomum silva. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. This seems a likely one. Strong-smelling bulb. It has a big bulb. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is soft and yellow. The leaves are waxy. Are there any potential... Okay, let's... I don't think this has a bulb, but it's clusters of potentially blue flowers. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. So light and airy doesn't really align with strong. Not really a rounded cluster. Smell pleasant. Not the worst match, but I still think my first guess was the best. What about this one? They're slightly blue. Smells of nothing, so no smell, so that's out. Yeah, I think this is our best guess. Forest Camphor. Got another book entry as a reward. Butterdale. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for many centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. So this is Forest Camphor. Has been identified. Forest Camphor, Lemon Dandy, St. John's Poppy. Should I go out exploring again? I did have one more letter. Goes forth is a hateful town. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger. Woods to the south of the town, on the northeast corner of the wood. Right, so I'm looking for goes forth, I'm looking for woods south, and I'm looking for the northeast corner. Goes forth, woods south, northeast corner. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. New plant acquired. Right. Did I have any hints what kind of plant that was? No, just where to find it. So I'll label that with blue from goes forth. Alright. I think I've used up my clues. I mean, obviously I haven't used up this one, but clearly, I don't know what that is yet. Alright. Well, let's give Hellebore a scratch. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering boo? That always reminds me of, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you've got it. We have the entry on Wandering Boo. Do I actually have the plant? So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful lines. So I'm looking for a mushroom. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. The other mushrooms, this looks like a fungus type thing. Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Here's a mushroom. Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. The book doesn't mention anything about a smell. I don't think this is a fungus. Scent that scratches the back of the throat. Alright, I think this is safe enough. Wandering Boo. Plant identified. Got a book entry. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. So let's label up the Wandering Boo, and I'm going to use red for funguses. Like in my real life, organization seems to be the main problem. Put funguses down on this end, and I remember from the previous time I played this that this will try to switch places with plants nearby overnight and mess up your organization, which is funny. So I'll set it all the way down on that end. Alright, so I've identified and collected some new plants and entries. I've helped out some customers. I've petted the cat, watered the plants. I've explored my clues. So let's end the day. Sounds like time to have a bit of coffee. I don't remember what this is. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find, a book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Day 2, Saturday. I have to work on the weekends? Alright, so my will to explore is high. It's not raining anymore. Good kitty. Row H, the third river. Row H. And I guess the question is the third river from which side? So 1, 2, 3. So potentially there. Yeah, this seems to be likely. Or from the east. 1 lake, 2. I guess from either direction it's this one. Oh. Row H, the third river. Yeah, so let's go explore. I think we're just exploring on row H, so right there. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. New plant acquired. So I guess it was growing in the corpse of the deer. All right, let's serve a customer. Isidore Burbage, bring me a sample of Apis denicis, and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Oh dear. He is not particularly polite. So this is one of the types of puzzles we run across. He's asking for the scientific name. So I'm going to have to go through and see if I can find it. Apis denicis. Gandhi root. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Gandhi root. From Ghostfirth. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. It's got 2 stamen, not 1, so I don't think that's it. And we don't have any mention of a smell here. And inspecting it didn't tell us that the leaves are irritating. This could be it. The leaves are coarse to the touch. We'll put that in the maybe category. Coarse to the touch. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. I don't think that's it. The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. That could be it, but the flower doesn't particularly look like the flower in the book. I believe this is the one we want. So this is Gandhi root. Perfect. Got another book entry. Meekdew, Mollis fidum. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this sought-after decorative plant a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. All right, let's label up our Gandhi root. Maybe I should turn on the auto label. I kind of like doing the organizational work myself though. So St. John's Poppy, lemon dandy, forest comfrey. Well, shall we have another customer? Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Let's have another sip of coffee before we look at that letter. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. So that's old slate mine at Hard Knot. Hard Knot. Yes. So it's a mountain peak. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. I need Cavalium. Didn't I read about how it can open locks? Cavilium, I guess. Clavilium. Clavilium. According to the legend, Clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Heart-shaped leaves. Potentially. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. I'm gonna put that in the potential pile. Smooth, waxy leaves. Those are heart-shaped leaves. The flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Do I have any other heart-shaped leaves? Those aren't really heart-shaped. I mean, potentially, I don't have it yet. But this is my best shot. Clavilium, or Lovelock. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. So, I got a new book entry, Aguria. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. So, before I do anything else, Clavilium. Clavilium. Parentheses. Lovelock. Clavilium, I think that's because I think my first one is Forest Camphor, so that is my earliest alphabetically. Let's collect these 3 plants. All mushrooms. We'll find out more about those as we go. Okay, this letter can go in the archive. Reuben Ward. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Fox button. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Not you. Not any of the fungi. I mean, he looks like a fun guy. I'll see myself at. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs. It smells of nothing that I can detect. Well, so far this is the only one with thick, shiny leaves in opposing pairs. Oh, we've got a couple more. Let's look at the diagram. So they're kind of rounded leaves. Those do match. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Small leaves, delicate flowers. These are the most rounded ones. I'm going to give this one a try. All 3 of those are good candidates though. Good. Collect. Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. I want to label this one as fox button. Okay. Forest Camphor. Perfect. Victoria Gray. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room illegally, I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? You definitely don't want those, I need my sleep. Definitely don't want mediums using breaking into your attic and holding seances. Harlequin blue. Harlequin blue. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus which assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Blue flowers, light airy scent. I'd say that's probably the best candidate. Probably not that one. Yeah, so I don't have that much in the way of blue flowers. Probably not that one. This is your Harlequin blue. Another book entry. Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. This is Harlequin blue. Shelve that. Lemon dandy, gandy root, fox button, gandy root. We're getting a pretty full shelf there. So I'm gonna start putting more down here. If there aren't any more that'll fit here, I think I might be able to fit another one or two. Who's next? Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit to peace. This is one of the sisters. The nature of her death is unusual. The sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidence, but that practice fell out of favor. The wide, waxy leaves of this plant allow it to collect large amounts of water. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Veined leaves. Smooth, waxy leaves. The diagram clearly shows veined. Yeah. I think this is probably This is probably our better option here. Mary's Breath. Rewards a letter. Collect. So before I read the letter, let's identify this as Mary's Breath. St. John's Poppy, Lemon Dandy, if it'll fit. Right there would be good. Yep, it will fit. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in Hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. I guess let's go help a cult. So, Grisdale Forest. Let me switch controllers really quick. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in Hope. Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. So it's either here or here. If that's the lakeshore and these are a mile, it'd be right here. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. I think I went to the wrong spot. So while my will to explore is recharging, let's help another customer. I think I needed to go 1 to the left. Isidore Burbage again. I am this close to reporting you, Halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I will have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. I mean, I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My actions will have consequences. Interesting. This guy's been rude to me. I'm not particularly happy. So, I just gave him the plant he wanted. He was the one who used it incorrectly, so I don't know how he's blaming that on me. Butterdale or Meekdew? Butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides. Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed or mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. So that's the one that will fix the rash. What will Meekdew do? The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Do I want to... He's been rude to me. Do I want to give him Meekdew? No, we're going to do our best to help people, even those who are rude. You get Butterdale even though you don't deserve it. Often found growing in clumps. Yep. The dark green leaves. This could be Butterdale. Purple flowers have a light buttery scent. I think we're not going to get a better match than that. Butterdale. Historian, dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances as they are highly poisonous. Cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Historian. Alright, so this is Butterdale. Alright, do we still have room on this shelf? It appears so. I wonder if I can store an infinite amount of plants on a single shelf. So I can close up for the day or I can go exploring again. I am going to try to reach the Sisterhood this time. So I'm in the Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. So I think it has to be here, even though the lakeshore technically reaches all the way to this, to the edge of this square. The sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table draped in silk is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? I set to work, and I need Wren. Wren. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have not known death and sweet to those who have not. Unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. No flower. Flower, funguses, probably not. That. Long leaves. Those are flowers, aren't they? Red fruits, long flat leaves. I guess not technically flowers. I'll keep that as a potential. No flowers, but definitely not long leaves. Has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. I'll put this in the potential pile. Long leaves. Small red berries. I feel like not that one. Am I missing one? This one doesn't mention a scent. This one does mention a scent. Has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Unpleasant to those who have known death. So if this is it, I've known death. That is Wren. So I guess we know about the player character as they've known death. I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon my presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants for which I am grateful, and I got another book entry as well. Gray Sandfire. Yep. I think that's the entry for this, based on the description. Alright, so let's label up wren before I collect my new plants. I think I'm gonna start putting more down here. Yep, so that's wren. Collect plants. New plants acquired. Alright. Well, that seems about good. Let's close up for the day. I hope you enjoyed this calm gaming time. If you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.